So we are back and we're going to finish.
Bonsoir.
Oui, bonsoir. I'm going to finish out a words. I forget that when I type this in, I actually get a bunch of startups that like the word as well. I titled this one because it's almost certainly, unless we really mess it up, going to be the last of the Outer Wilds. And I thought that was a pretty good time to finish up with a concept that we talk about quite a lot on the stream, but kind of always bears repeating. This is a made-up word from this dictionary of words that could do with being made up.
Side point. Every word is made up.
That's a great side point. Stop the presses. Side point. And the description's really lovely. The description helped me understand it, but I think we've taken it quite a long way beyond its definition here. We now use it all the time. Most days we'll say it, and we use it as a verb. To sonder something is to go through this kind of acknowledgement of the emotional depth and unknowability of someone's actions. A friend of ours put it really nicely when we were telling him about it. He asked, how does it compare to empathy? And I think it's a really nice way of looking at it, where empathy is trying to understand and empathise. Yeah, I'm going to use the word as no definition, with the goings on in the life of the person, whereas sonder is kind of the opposite. It's respecting the goings on in their life, but it's making absolutely no attempt to feel like they're known.
There was an example that stuck out to me from a really beautiful book by a San Francisco artist named Jenny Odell. And I think she was quoting someone else when she gave this example. The book is called How to Do Nothing. I strongly recommend it, especially in these times. And the example was of an oak tree, and in trying to understand what it's like to be an oak tree, an ancient oak tree that has squirrels living in it and birds, and that drops acorns every year and extends its leaves to the forest and that sort of thing. And to empathize with an oak tree would be trying to imagine yourself as an oak tree. What is it like to, if I were rooted to the ground in a forest and I saw these goings on every day and I sort of moved very slowly or not at all, what would my life be like? But to sonder an oak tree is to appreciate that whatever interior life an oak tree and that entire ecosystem has is sort of unknowable to you. You can imagine it, and maybe that's another level of empathy. But I think it's closer to sonder, to sort of recognize that the experience of an oak tree it's not a different spin on the experience of a human being. It's something else.
Because when you empathise, you often are projecting yourself onto something. And the picture you get is dependent on your perspective and your beliefs. We talk a lot about sonder as media as a direction, I think a really healthy and always fascinating direction of media, where there aren't kind of simplistic, moralistic stories being told about people who act in a way that they're supposed to act. There's this unknowable hidden calculator somewhere back in their heads, and it chinks the pieces into place, and they make the decision that's right for them based on mostly things that we can't know, because the complexity of being a human is so huge
I think there's a difference too between, I mean, the empathy sonder distinction comes up again here, because if you're talking about like representation in media, which is a topic that's rightfully getting a lot of attention, like have seen historically a lot of characters that are demographically similar, a lot of white people on TV, for example, a lot of Americans on TV, and that's a product of the people creating those shows belong to those categories themselves, and for a long time the advice is write what you know. It would be insufficient, I think, for that exact same structure that creates these shows to turn around and try to write more broadly, to create characters that resemble themselves less. And I think people are recognizing this and saying, no, what we actually need is show creators who are different and more varied than the show creators we've had before. And they will tell their own stories. And they will use their own imaginations to craft stories that are not their own, but are informed by their own experience. And that's sonder, making space for that, instead of people trying to approximate other people's lives.
I think a journey we've both gone through in the last few years as scientists is over our late teens, early 20s, starting to harden into a worldview of the world is well explained and explicable, and it's our job to make it more so. That doesn't like, this worldview doesn't like the unknowableness of why a human might make a decision, the complexity of everyone having a different childhood, a different set of aspirations, a different breakfast.
I mean, yeah, it used to be my deep belief that if everyone had access to the same information I did, they would surely come to the same conclusion.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of research done recently that demonstrates that's not true at all. When you give climate deniers access to more climate data, they harden their position, and vice versa. People, when exposed to further information, don't necessarily change their minds, and clearly data is not sufficient to explain that, or lack of access to data is not sufficient to explain varied opinions, varied beliefs.
Maybe one way to put it is that we kind of came to expect convergence, that everything was going to work out neatly, and emotions being so unknowable and humans being so kind of such passing shadows doesn't really fit with that. But bit by bit, over the last half decade, I've replaced that with a deep enjoyment of the kind of soft unknown of people who I think are obeying explicable rules and living lives that I could sympathise and empathise with if I had all the information, and also knowing that I absolutely can never have all the information. Like even for each other, where we know 2/3 of the information for each other, still I'm occasionally completely perplexed. Occasionally. I'm spot on most of the time. And yeah, I encourage everyone to try the emotion of sondering people, to not try and understand them as...
It's actually a huge relief. I found it a huge emotional relief. And I think it's made me a more compassionate person too, just to recognize like other people are not incomplete or flawed versions of me, or vice versa. It's an extremely narcissistic, almost solipsistic way to see the world. And to recognize that everyone is their own entity playing by their own rules has made things a lot easier to understand.
I wonder if some people might hear this and be like, yeah,
yeah, no, I think there are
pair
people
of mathematical psychopaths, of course everyone's
there are
own
probably
person.
people who have understood this implicitly from childhood. It just, there are, I think, people that have to learn it, and we belong to that latter group.
And like there is a way in which almost everything, there are some things that I still have packed up from learning before I really started looking at the world as a mathematician, as a physicist. But this is an example of something that I actually learned using those tools. Like, not that there are neat equations to describe it, because how could there be? It kind of defies it. But it follows that kind of clean and pleasing logic, just with a little bit of a change of perspective, where you don't get the clean answer out.
A warning as well, if you're someone like me who takes a lot of joy in sort of petty takedowns of other people, you're gonna find a lot less joy in that very quickly. I think that's a good thing, ultimately. But it makes it harder to enjoy when people send you sort of Twitter pile-on links, and you see it and you're like, oh my god, this poor person. They said something horrifically stupid, but like, this is not the answer, is it?
You come out liking basically everyone, and you find that liking and sympathising with someone is just a bit more work the worse they are.
I mean, it's frustrating too, because I have friends that I have friendships, I should say, that are built on this sort of haha, look at everyone being dumb. And it will be good for these friendships to find stronger roots, because I think we're fully capable of that, but it's difficult in the meantime. Like, people send you things thinking like, what a way to connect and bond over sort of the shared enjoyment of the misfortunes of other people. And you're like, oh no, this is not what I don't want to see this anymore. This is upsetting. It's not like a joyful thing to see.
Nice comment from Lewis.
Mm.
And we should start the game that we're playing.
What is it about public transit? Especially, I feel like buses.
Trains.
No, I feel like buses even more than trains. Maybe it's just there's more shuffling of people on the bus than on the train. Like a train, you go 5-10 minutes between stops sometimes.
Yeah, and also buses, you often have to rearrange a little bit for every person who's getting on. Like, you have to sort of acknowledge there.
There's also, I mean, I think this is true on most bus systems I've taken. There's a sort of, everyone makes their own entrance. Like, people come on one at a time.
Yeah.
Because you can only come through one door. And that's a different experience than watching people shuffle in and out of several doors at once.
Oh, my mouse. We saw a very nice example of this earlier in the game.
When the Nomai first became aware of our species, whose name I can't remember, in their early evolution, and they were like, I wonder what they use that fourth eye for. That's empathy.
Yeah.
They're like, we have 3 eyes. Do they see like 4/3 as well as we do?
What did they do with the 4th?
Yeah. I like them that way. I like us too. We're kind of scrappy and adventurous.
Yeah, like, if anyone's gonna fix it, we're gonna, but probably no one's gonna.
Okay.
So last time we almost finished the game, and then actually we just ended up getting kind of lost in Dark Bramble.
What we need to do first is go to Dark Bramble and
Yes.
place our scout so that we can find the thing we need to find. And then we go to the Ash Twin and wait to warp into the core.
I don't trust you, autopilot. I don't trust you one bit.
You shouldn't at all in this situation. It's gonna take you to the sun.
Oh wait, how do I... No, come back, Scout. Okay, now I trust you.
Oh yeah, a steady commute is like the ideal situation for this.
I've never really had a steady commute. Like, I've had steady commutes under my own power. I guess from Brooklyn, but you know, there's so many people moving through the New York subway.
I would see the same people sort of at coffee shops. I would see familiar faces.
Yeah.
But I feel like I never stuck close enough to a schedule to be constantly, like every day, getting the same train, for example. I'd be varying back and forth by 20-30 minutes. And that's enough to see it totally. It is funny to see the different sort of categories of people who ride the train early in the morning versus later in the day. Like commuting from Staten Island, I have to get up much earlier in order to get to Columbia by sort of the start of the workday. And so I'm on the ferry with like professional people, like people who are older, people who are wearing like office clothes, clearly have regular jobs. And when I was commuting from Brooklyn and I would sort of stroll onto the train like 9:15, it was all a bunch of people who dressed like me.
Yeah.
Sort of could be graduate students, but also could have basically any other white collar gig.
Yeah. Or even could have some incredibly high powered white collar gig.
Or could work at a startup or something. It's like, who even knows?
Is this the normal way that we get in here?
I don't remember.
Hey,
I'm honest.
big floating thingy.
I think that's just a route, right? Maybe not.
Seems to be moving.
This
Yeah.
looks new, honestly. What's this about? And it's got like flecks coming off of it.
I don't know, and I don't like it. Should just be a straight shot to the escape pod. So let's just go over there and not worry about it.
Yeah.
God, this sound is
Weird.
awful.
How have I never seen that before? That's so strange.
I think we tended to go in here a different way. Yeah, look, here we go. There are, I think, fish in here. Stop. Ship.
Are those fish eggs?
No, I think that's the flower.
Suit. There it is.
Awesome. Got to remember to not fire any more scouts, but that should be easy enough.
Yeah, I don't think we have any reason to understand.
Let's pick a signal that's definitely outside of.
Yeah. What is hide and seek?
It's a game of hide and seek that you can play with the kids at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
So actually, we rarely needed to find a way out of here before. I'm definitely not going towards.
Yeah, don't go on the red one. That's my advice.
I don't have much faith in this one either.
Well, isn't this one? I think this is the one we came from. Can we see this thing? I am curious about this thing now.
This thing.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a thing.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of stuff moving around in here that I, for one, did not sign up for. So it's going to be a fish. I hate this place. Yeah, it's a fish. Okay, let's go in a different direction.
Yeah, look at the back of these things. I don't think we've seen the back of one.
Oh, I remember how we did it before. We actually might need to die. We left the ship at the entrance and then went
Oh, yeah.
on foot.
Oh, no, but we can go
that's
back out.
right.
That's the exit, yeah. And then there aren't fish in the next layer out.
I just decided to go
Yeah,
fast.
just absolutely book it. That's what could be the problem.
That we get killed by the terrible, terrible
No,
fish.
then we die, and then we do it again. Why don't we have any signals anymore? What's this about? Oh, there we go.
Although that could be.
Duplicate?
No, it could be that one. You know, one of them's in here.
Hmm. I stand by my opinion that Dark Bramble is the only good planet. He's so mad, folks.
You're not the one who's like
True.
held accountable to it.
I think going into these things is not the move. Like,
Yeah,
don't you wanna
true.
leave them?
I think it may not even be at a light. It might be just like somewhere on the walls.
Hmm. That's true. When we left that previous, it didn't look. I think you can make noise now. I don't think we're in fish danger.
Alright. So we don't get killed by a fish. Maybe a way out?
Yeah, why
Oh, headlights on. They're blind. Please take us to space. Yeah!
not? Hell yeah.
Let's put away the
Alright.
signal scope.
Ash Twin.
Oh, yeah.
Don't fire any scouts. Trying to play a clean zero fish game from here on out.
Can you stop taking us back towards Dark Ramble?
Shan't.
Autopilot, you and I, we don't see eye to eye.
Auto. It's not auto pie to islet.
That is true. It isn't that. Slow down maybe, autopilot.
Oof. Yeah, what the fuck? Were you locked in a good old
Oh
auto?
yeah, I was.
Nice.
So I need to make sure it doesn't get.
Suit? Suit.
We're having this.
Yeah.
A bit more fuel? Why not? Sand on its way. Not too soon. It's on its way down.
And we'll be faster this time because we don't have to read any of the stuff.
Yeah, true. The ship can get sucked up, but only if it's in the path of the sand. Which, hopefully it isn't. The sand just follows, traces the path of this bridge.
Later.
I like technical terms.
That's geography. Ash twinography. Alright, so here's my advice. This time we do the switches in the opposite direction from the direction we did them last time.
Which switches?
When we rolled the ball along the thing. Because it was hard once we shut the gravity off.
Yes. So I think we have to do the second half with the gravity shut off, because I don't think we can get it all the way along here.
Oh, really?
Well, we've got to try and get it all the way up.
Oh, I see.
I don't know. We totally can. Nope. Really backed myself there to make a cool last minute grab.
Sort of, zoom and grab sort of thing. Nice.
Hopefully it sounds nowhere near.
Cool magic.
Ship
Alright, follow that scout.
Oh, and we don't even need to be on the right camera.
Follow that scout and don't even get eat by fish. And
I didn't give us the warning that
Mm.
that we'll be wrecking it. Oh, it's on a moon.
Oh yeah, my bud, hanging out. Also remember that this music is not the end of loop because there is no more loop.
Yeah.
It freaked me out for a second. Shall I?
So when you're telling me to remember, do you mean
Yes.
you?
Sometimes when I say remember out loud, I'm talking to myself.
What? Just cue me in.
No, it's just acting like it's a big revelation and sometimes I'm talking to myself when I say
Oh, okay.
remember. It feels louder this time, like maybe the game is like, yeah, they're actually going to find it given the
It is the red one,
placement
right?
of Scout. Yeah, we go with the red one. And that's why we have to be careful. But we don't have to be careful out here.
I kind of know that, but if I stick close to the ceiling, I think that's the best way to.
Just to make it more sound. I mean, they're good fish, folks. Ah! Oh no! Oh, we really I thought we had it that time.
Oh, I hate them.
Oh, that sucked.
Okay, again.
Yeah.
I just wasn't on a very good path going in. I think I should actually just
Be real careful.
be real careful, and also like as soon as I get through there,
Mm.
set myself on a good path. Because instead I was just trying to like, I don't know. We know you made the game, and we really enjoyed the game. Thank you for making it.
Actually, very good at video games. Oh, classic Lewis.
Oh,
Alrighty. Alright,
Okay, this time.
alright.
this time's gonna be like the. This time I'm very good at video games. For example, launching in this direction every time, and then never actually see anything I want to find.
DB? DB.
Dark database. Trusting you, autopilot.
No, don't trust it. Whew. Roasted. Did I tell you about the 2 solar missions that are ongoing?
No, tell me a little bit.
There's a NASA one and an ESA one. NASA's is called the Parker Solar Probe. ESA's is called the Solar Orbiter, or SOLO. And they're both just gonna. They're both extremely cool for their own reasons. The Parker Solar Probe is gonna get insanely close to the sun. Like,
Is that the one where we'll see the poles?
no, that's SOLO. So, Solo's going to show us the poles for the first time, because amazingly we don't have a solid sense of what the poles of the sun actually look like. We can sort of guess, but we have never taken a picture. But the Parker Solar Probe is just going to get really, really close. It's on an eccentric orbit and does these successive Venus flybys to shrink its perihelion.
Hmm.
And it's just they're both extremely cool. They're both going to be sending back data for their sort of signature questions within about 7 years. Because it takes a while to make all those orbits.
Like, this is.
That's that big floaty thing again.
This is real.
Which I just don't understand. We haven't seen it before. But now we do see it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a bit confused by that, but
Quantum floaty bits?
I think maybe we just we haven't been here in a while.
Yeah,
Maybe we just forgot.
true.
There's definitely a fish in here.
Yeah.
Some inefficient routes to where we're going.
Oh, that's the fish, yeah.
Guys. Put you away.
Nice.
Seems to be working. Let's check. Yeah. And with it set up like this, the ship, I can just fly straight out of this hole. Which way direction's the hole?
Above you.
Above me.
I think. Oh no, that's, yeah,
Up there.
there, I think. To the left.
Just a five big thing. It's pretty much straight in front of me once I get out. Unless we got turned around by that thing, in which case it could be anywhere.
We made it out last time, I think we're making it, yeah. Stick to the wall, I think.
Hey buddy. No, not one.
Look, yeah, right? Yeah.
Over there, I think.
Yeah.
I don't understand the topology of this place at all. But I think there may only be one or two.
Exits.
Because I think the exits are always. Like, so you can go through a small thing into a small thing. But I think the exits are always exits. Just get away from the terrible place, come back in a bit and probably get eaten again. Hopefully not though, because I'm kind of embarrassed it happened first time. This time also let's lock onto actual ash twin. In front of star or behind star?
Behind.
You sure? Gone moon hanging out around
Giant Steve.
Giant's Deep.
Everybody likes the quantum mode.
Good job, autopilot. This time we're there. Way more time to spare.
Hmm.
Oops.
That's the. There we go.
Smooth landing.
Fuel?
Give me a bit more fuel, yeah. Not too far off. Still don't know who the third person is. It could be the guy on the quantum moon.
Yeah, if we don't meet anybody else, which I think we might still,
Yeah, true.
but it'd be a safe bet.
Oh, by the way, the piece of paper with the code written on it is on top of there. That's what we read earlier. Gravity off.
Nice.
This time. Well,
Oh,
you know,
almost,
kind of.
yeah.
Sound. Ship. Okay. No, autopilot. No. Hey, interloper. Also no.
One true flame is flying directly into the sun. The only true autopilot. God.
with him without moving the scout, I would.
I think he'll hang out.
Do you want to come in here with us?
I think he'll hang out in there.
I'd like it in here. It's awful.
That's
And
terrible.
it's the kind of awful you like.
Strong, extremely bad.
Strong, extremely bad was a character in Homestar Banner.
I'll get the joke. Alright, we're gonna be real careful.
Careful, and also go for like an obscure angle. Just hit that.
Remember.
Just don't touch him. Why would I ever want to lock onto them?
Yeah, no thanks.
Now I could actually at this point
Book it?
book
So-
it and
so-
then
So book it is fine.
stop booking it so that they couldn't actually hear where I'd gone.
Yeah, I don't like that idea.
I feel like Dark Bramble was rearranged between
Yeah, me too. See, the thing about these horrible giant fish is they protect.
yeah. They also though, and this is what I like best about them, they attack. And also they scream at an ass.
Yeah, that's true. Is that a dashboard light? Yeah. It's like, wow, that was close.
That was when we just be calm.
Calm and chill. Chill and cool. Cool and good.
Don't think there's a fish in here, but I'm still going to treat it as if there is.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, it is possible. It's just a different orientation every time. It doesn't seem to be randomised, which is what I felt like at first.
I mean,
Sure,
yeah,
we
maybe
actually
we're
ever
just going in a
explored
different
that one.
outermost. I thought we had.
There we go.
Also, we don't have access to lots of this. We thought there would have been a door. Ooh, I'm excited.
Oops. Got some pretty exciting music. Is this way, right?
Yeah, let's have warp drive.
Oops.
Do you think the code is preserved from last time, or will we do it
No.
again?
Don't think so.
Good.
Oh, gravity now.
Ooh, yeah.
No, go up.
So we need to.
Oh, we need to bring this over here. There was the over there end, which maybe is the actual full go.
Yeah, but that's. I don't know how much time we have.
Yeah.
Okay. So, sort of up and then over.
Close up.
Yeah, there we go. And then sort of a crossover X sort of thing.
Not the bottom bit though, is it?
No, not a full figure eight. And then sort of all around.
Ooh.
There.
like this.
Ooh, that worked, seemingly.
Yeah.
Did
and
we
now
just
we're
warp to
in-
the eye of the universe?
Yeah, I think so.
What are we looking at?
Or the eye of the
Oh
eye of the
yeah, that's
universe.
the eye of the
At back.
universe for sure.
Just felt like nice.
I've never
these
seen it
guys.
before, but it's pretty obvious that's the eye of the universe.
Oh, the door's closed because this is over here. So let's put this back over here, maybe, and the door will open. Whoa.
Whoa! Who?
Okay, is this where we want to go? What happens if we go in here?
Oh, that was around the eye.
The eye is all quantum biz.
Full quantum.
Well, high gravity.
Very heavy.
Okay, so we were at the North Pole before.
Yeah. Wow. Oh no, my friend.
My friend.
Should we go in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, definitely.
Yeah, I do. We can't get it back?
No,
Oh, my bud. My loyal bud.
can't even take photos. Shockingly, there's a quantum thing.
Yeah, we should go into that. Oh, trees. There's trees here.
Maybe quantum trees though might be gone again now.
Quantum trees.
Oh yeah, look, these are all moving as we go.
Oh, yeah. I like it here. It's like the quantum moon, but bigger
Yeah,
and more lightning.
like these guys, I wasn't really sure when they were like, the eye is the most important place to be.
This reminds me of the trying to fly up through the atmosphere of the quantum moon, doesn't it? Or
Yeah.
were we looking at the eye? I can't remember what was happening on the quantum moon. Yeah, that. This biz. This looks familiar for some reason.
Yeah.
Right? Ooh. Who?
So I would go down here.
Yeah, I don't think we can fly up because of the gravity, right? So.
Yeah. Oh. This is a tunnel. Can we? Oops. We weren't like supposed to sneak our ship in here, were we?
I think so, right? Can
no,
we walk
what we
up
can
the
do is
steps?
we can walk up
Oh,
until it's
yeah.
down and then fall. I
That's
think.
extremely good.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Yeah, go in there.
You guys ready?
Yep, go in there.
Yep, going closer, 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 closer. What do you mean unknown?
Yeah, I like
It's
this.
not unknown, it's good.
This is the thing, this is the place to be.
Okay, now we're...
Ooh. Wow, it sounds awful in here. I just want to note, it's horrible. What? Home again?
Back to the statue. Back to our fans.
Hi, friends.
Here's the statue.
Oh, we made it to the eye.
To these things. Writing me
It's home but dark and indeed creepy. John as 023.
I'm fine. I think, well, there's one, maybe. No, it's long dead now. Agreed.
Oh, wow.
It's all happened. Look, I don't think they knew about that when we were last here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering. There's still things I feel like I don't know.
I mean, I'm still quite confused about the time scales.
Ooh, don't go out there. Doesn't like it.
No, thanks. Should go up.
Yeah, gotta go up. There's a telescope up here.
Because I think, actually, no, I think we decided that the Nomai never figured out a way to power the Ash Twin project.
Yeah, they failed to power it.
But the interloper succeeded sort of accidentally a long time later. What?
I'm gonna go read these notes. This is same as it was before. It's just
Shall we observe?
yeah.
Oh, what?
If I were the eye of the universe, I would simply be
Look
at the end of all time.
Supernovae happening.
I would be dark energy.
Are we back as ourselves again?
Yeah. Yeah, out of wise ventures. No, we've still lost the scout.
Oh, I missed the scout.
Oh, look.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Galaxy?
Just a little galaxy.
You can have a little galaxy. As a treat.
That some of them turning blue. Disappearing?
Seems that way. Quantum biz again?
Yeah. I have a lot of respect if this game didn't actually have an end state beyond here. Who's Darth Vader?
Hey, that's the name of the movie.
Probably me.
Oh god,
As an old
probably.
man and a baby.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Hello.
Hey!
I am the tree.
Am I the tree?
I am the tree who.
I'm the
will
tree to
sit
be?
here. If I turn away, if I turn my light off,
He different.
I'm different.
Different tree?
But I am also.
Oh, I small! Maybe we're just getting bigger and bigger. Oh no, it's a campfire now.
Oh, can I? Just a marshmallow.
Is this wise?
Yeah. Okay.
What if no air? But surrounded by trees, so
Yeah,
it's okay.
that's nice here. Oh, look, there's my chair. Hey, party. in the buildings from the River Hollow.
Hmm. We get in. Mm-mm. Oh, it's just Banjo.
Where's Kazooie? A joke wasted on you.
What? What? I didn't hear.
Said, where's Kazooie?
Truly wasted.
Um. Do we think there are others out there? I don't know what's the. Can we get in here?
I don't think so.
Let's go back and talk to him. Seems like we have to. Maybe we can do some quantum light online off this.
Hmm. Oh, now the roof is gone.
Yeah, we're kind of making it go and not observing it. True. Hey, buddy.
Hey!
Welcome back. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
That's fair.
true. Time might not.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of you guys around. Oh, your poem. Quiet shade across old bark. An ancient glade. It's always dark.
Oh. What?
See out there? There's someone who plays the piano?
That's new.
Yeah. No, my
Friends?
friends. Oh, can we get the guy off the moon? Maybe once all of the instruments are done,
Hmm.
they'll take the last piece. It's kind of hard getting yourself out there. I'm pretty sure there isn't a time limit now, but
Hmm.
I don't really understand.
And it was turn around. I think it's signal confusion again.
Let's go get this and then
Hmm.
come back and work it out. We seem to not. I'm not sure if we're actually using fuel. Oops.
Oh, yikes.
Don't like it. Hey, jellyfish.
Let's go back to the glade and talk to whoever showed up.
What's up here? No!
Did you get it?
No, I don't think so.
You sure?
I'm not really sure of anything right now. Maybe I did.
Go back to the 5. Let's
Yeah.
see who's there. Yeah.
I fell by, you idiot. I think I have to fly up there. But every time I do,
Hmm. I mean, it really looks like it's converging to the telescope, and then it
yeah, I think it
gets
does.
farther away again.
And then if you look, so it's on the telescope, and then it's a satellite up there. Oh, I think I gathered it through the thing.
Yeah. But
Still got one to go. Yeah, we're forgetting our good friends the Nomai. They're all pointing upwards. Should we go upwards, shouldn't we? No, we're supposed to just look upwards. Hey guys.
there's one.
Hey birds.
Oh yeah. There we go.
God, you guys, I like you, but you're freaky. I want to go forwards, don't we? No?
No.
Why'd you have to leave your instrument all the way over here?
Seems inconveniently far away. IMO.
I'm hoping it'll stop itself. Are they all going to be Nomai now?
Oh, just our friend.
Hey, bud. I'll just chat with all the others.
Everyone's really chill.
No, I think the Nomai should get the start.
I agree.
Just one quickly. Just one. this good? It's probably good. It's probably supposed to be like this. They. These are the developers talking. Yeah. Right. Seems suspiciously like supernova and or leaving or entering dark ramble. Obviously only afforded the blinding white light.
I enjoy that a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Lewis,
Thanks,
I
developers.
fully agree that if you set your marshmallow on fire, you've taken things way too far.
I'm still not sure if you can eat a marshmallow in this game without setting it on fire.
No, I agree. I'm just saying in real life, you gotta just get that golden brown
Yeah.
crisp on the outside. You don't want it to taste like it's been on fire.
So, we never really saved the solar system from its fate.
No, we didn't.
It just was its fate. I mean, I don't think our guys would mind.
No,
They-
everyone seemed extremely chill.
Yeah, they seem like basically anything could go awfully in any moment.
Yeah.
All the plans we were hatching to like put the interloper in dark ramble.
I still think that would have been good. Seems like it would have solved lots of problems. To put the interloper in dark ramble.
We could have put the anglerfish in Giant's Deep.
Yeah, they would have
could
liked it
eaten
down
the
there.
jellyfish. Except
Yeah.
they never found them because they're very quiet.
Oh, they're very quiet boys.
Small team.
Every time I see a Kickstarter list, I hope I'm gonna see Weed Lord.
No computer scare.
A computer scare. These are sponsors of an excellent podcast called Citations Needed. And they read out their sort of top tier supporters at the end of every episode. Weed Lord, and of course, Computer Scare.
I altered my Patreon recently and decided that I should just set it up front. You get absolutely nothing for supporting me.
Probably right.
I wonder if that was actually Tim Schafer. Psychonauts should go on the list of games. Maybe even on the list of games that you've got a whole controller for.
Ooh. Thesis advisors.
Oh, let's put my thesis advisors on my game.
Pizzanista. What?
This is going to be a campfire, isn't it? Oh look, there's this nice bug guys having a nice campfire.
Yeah. Bring back the Hearthian. What are you doing here? What is no such thing as a fish?
I have no
Do you
idea.
know- do you
Yeah,
know
no.
those
What is
things
no
as a
such
fish?
thing as a fish?
It sounds like, based on the name of it,
Yeah.
biz that we would enjoy.
Yeah.
I've long believed there's no such thing as a fish.
I guess that's it then. I guess that's Outer Wilds.
I guess so.
I love that, and although it's
Yeah.
not happening this week because public events are off, this is going to be part of a little exhibition I'm putting together of games which give you a chance to explore astrophysical concepts tactilely. All credit to the developers. I think this was done wonderfully.
Yeah, that was really beautiful.
We have not got all the endings. I'm not sure I'm in an ending chasing mood. I'd maybe end the stream here and look at the endings on YouTube as like a final Coda episode.
Agree.
So I'm going to end the stream quickly and then bring it back up because that will also cut the YouTube episodes.
Be right back, friends.
Yeah, stick around. We'll be like 20 seconds. Oh, some apparently fun. Okay, let's have a look. I trust the Outer Wilds wiki.
Alright, so that's what we've just done. Alright, the universe ending.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, you can finish it without finding Solanum. I guess you don't
Oh.
have to go to the.
Yeah, you don't have to go to the moon.
Hmm.
Oh, that was our probe at the
Oh.
end. Oh, I'm glad we saw him again.
Yeah, I'm glad he wasn't completely lost. So we got the game over ending a couple of times.
Jumping in the campfire, walking into the ghost matter, or drowning in a geyser.
Wait, that's an option?
Oh wow, no, I didn't realize that. I guess if you started right at the beginning of the loop.
Hmm. Although you still do have to get the warp core so that you don't respawn.
Oh, I see. Oh.
Hmm. So this is effectively the same as the isolation ending, but we just
But you get to hang out with Solana,
forever.
our cool friend.
Yeah.
We can teach him to speak Harthian, and he can teach us to speak Nomai.
So these seem like the real kind of like you've really achieved ending.
Yeah, this looks fun.
Ah.
That's pretty amazing.
Hmm. Hmm. Do we have any remaining questions? I'm glad to see that there isn't a saving the solar system ending, because for one thing I feel kind of compelled to go and play that.
I know, me too. Oh, I really, yeah, no, is there a way to put the interval for a dark bramble? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I want
That's what I really want to know.
to. Let's see what the Outer Wilds Wiki knows about Dark Bramble. No, not very much. Oh, I hate them. You missed the almost the last one, the trivia. Where do I look for the trivia? Was it on the endings? View. No.
Search?
Or does every page have trivia?
Oh, it was the trivia on the endings, the bit about the 813 ending. Did you skim over that?
I didn't spot it. Oh, here we go. Em likes dark bramble.
I like dark bramble a lot. I even like the fish. They're awful, but I full disclosure, I was never steering the ship.
Yeah.
I was never piloting. I was just enjoying the ride.
I was, and I happen to be very good at video games.
I thought dark bramble was great. What a fun little planet. What a weird little plant.
Oh, you got all their dialogue, that's too much. Oh, it's got an extra finger. Alright, I think we should leave it there. Thanks so much for joining us. I may be back. Almost immediately, but this is the end of Outer Wilds.
Thanks, guys.
I think you probably, if you've watched through this, or if you just joined us right now, I think you probably realise that we recommend this.
Oh yeah, it's great. Really, really good.
Alright.